Y'all want to know why men in the South are scared of our women? I can sum it up for y'all in 1 minute. They asked a group of northern women, said, would you kill for your child? Every one of these women that they asked in the North gave a similar answer. It went something like this. I don't know if I have it in me. It's going to be a game time decision. I don't promote violence. I just don't know if I could. They turned around and asked the same amount of Southern women the same exact question. Without missing a beat, every one of these Southern women looked them dead in their eye and said, I will kill for my child, your child, any child. It don't matter the situation. If they are in danger and I am around, they are now safe. And all I got to do, if I just so happen to do that, is call up all my girlfriends, because they gonna help me hide the body. As soon as we get done doing what we just did, we gonna stop on the way home from mimosas and brunch. But we can't be there too long, because I still gotta go by the grocery store and pick up supper. I still gotta go by the dry cleaner. I gotta mop the floors. I gotta do laundry when I get home. And I still need to call my husband and see what he wants for supper. Now, after we get home and have a regular night, because really ain't shit happened that was important that day, if I just so happen to get caught and y'all see me on the news, you can bet your ass one thing, I'll be smiling in my mugshot. That is exactly why we are scared of Southern women. All of us down here in the South respect our women because we are scared shitless of them. There is absolutely no limit to what they will do, and you don't mess with the damn babies.
Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
Oh, good Lord, man. That had me laughing. I thought I would share that with you guys because I actually seen a video in which a lady was beating the crap out of this guy, and a cop came over and said what happened. The lady was saying to the cop, hey, look, this guy was harassing his kid. He said to the woman, is that your kid? She said, no. She said she didn't know where his parents was, but the guy was messing with the child, and she jumped in to protect the child. Then I saw this video here, and I thought I would share with you guys. That is funny. Anyways, there seems to still be some confusion real quick about the official exchange rate versus the real effective exchange rate. I bring this up because an individual out there keeps making comments like this. While when they get to the real effective exchange rate, or when they switch to the real effective exchange rate, or when they use the real effective exchange rate, the point I was making on my last video was this individual is confusing what is an official exchange rate versus what a real effective exchange rate is what I was saying. So let's get into this. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Miles Franklin. The link will be down below in the description. When you make your purchase, make sure you use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they'll take care of you. If you have any additional questions, you can reach us over here at this phone number or over here at this particular email. For all orders over $10,000, reach out by email and we'll make sure that you get a great deal. So come on over to Miles Franklin and add to your precious metal inventory. Alrighty, this should be a short video, so let's get into this. Official exchange rate versus a effective exchange rate. The official exchange rate is the rate at which a country's currency can be exchanged for another currency, typically set and managed by the government or central bank. It is the rate that is used for transactions such as trade, investment, and tourism. The official exchange rate is usually based on market conditions, but can also be influenced by government policies or interventions. Now, the real effective exchange rate. On the other hand, the effective exchange rate is a broader measure that takes into account not just one bilateral exchange rate, but a weighted average of a country's currency against a basket of currencies of its major trading partners. The weights in the effective exchange rate are determined based on trade balances with each partner country. That's why when I was pointing out in that video that Iraq already reports the effective exchange rate. They already do that. And then I pointed out that the individual saying these things in their video is using the term wrong and making comments about, well, when they implement it and stuff like that. No, it's already there. And you can tell by the wording that the individual is mistaken or mixing up the difference between an official exchange rate versus a real effective exchange rate. Difference between official and effective exchange rate. The scope. The official exchange rate focuses on the value of a country's currency against a single foreign currency, while the effective exchange rate provides a more comprehensive view by considering multiple currencies. The weighting. In the effective exchange rate calculations, different weights are assigned to each trading partner based on their importance in terms of trade volume. This weighting reflects the relative significance of each partner in influencing the overall competitiveness of a nation's exports and imports. Trade competitiveness. Changes in the effective exchange rate indicate shifts in trade competitiveness, as it reflects how a country's goods and services are priced relative to those of its trading partners. An increase in the effective exchange rate suggests that exports become more expensive and imports become cheaper, potentially impacting trade flows. The calculation method. The official exchange rate is straightforward and represents the value of one currency in terms of another at a specific point in time. In contrast, calculating the effective exchange rate involves complex weighting mechanisms to capture a broader picture of a country's international competitiveness. The impact of policy. While policymakers may monitor both rates, changes in the effective exchange rate may have more significant implications for economic policies decisions due to its broader coverage and reflection of overall trade dynamics. Do you see where I'm going with this? There is a difference. You don't have to wait for the real effective exchange rate to come popping up. It's already being used. It is being confused with the official exchange rate. I'm pretty sure I did a video a while back saying a country monitors several types of exchange rates. And then I listed them out and explained to you what each one was. The one we watch for is the official exchange rate. There's a difference between them both, just so you understand. For those of you thinking that all of a sudden some real effective exchange rates coming along and then all of a sudden the value of the dinar is going to change, that's not what they're talking about. The one we are looking for any changes to happen to would be the official exchange rate. Anyways, that's it. I just wanted to share with you. I'll catch you later. I'm out.